team. What they do to keep it going, with help of their daughter Tori, their son-in-law Aidan and their son Robert, is monumental. Now Robert lives in Amsterdam these days, and he has had a huge input into our bold new initiative for school students, which you will soon hear about, as well as managing the multimedia side of things. He is a brainiac, believe me. And we must not forget all of our dedicated volunteers. Everyone unites in making a remarkable commitment for the cause of child protection. This foundation runs on a shoestring budget and punches way above its weight compared to other charities. Every possible dollar from the ball and our fundraisers counts, our other fundraisers such as the Barefoot Bowls Day, as we look for more effective ways to fight this plague of abuse that should shame our society. To unveil the biggest project in our history and our plans for the year ahead, please welcome Bruce Fozzard to the microphone.
Thank you, Kerry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thank you for joining us at our 12th Black Tie Masquerade Ball. Tonight I'm more excited than usual about our endeavours, and I'll tell you why shortly. Firstly, we have apologies from our strongest political supporter, Senator Jackie Lambie. Now, she was looking forward to being here and giving the speech tonight, but unfortunately, due to a medical issue, it has made it too difficult for her to travel. So we send her our best wishes for a speedy recovery. I would like to welcome some other guests from the world of politics. Tanya Thompson, member for Mile 8 in the New South Wales Legislative Assembly, and the Shadow Minister for Emergency Services and Disaster Recovery. Tony was all dressed up for the ball last year, but unfortunately got caught in the floods in her electorate and couldn't make it. So a belated welcome, Tanya. Roy Butler, member for Barwon in the New South Wales Legislative Assembly. Barwon is a massive electorate out west. It covers 44% of the state. I don't know how you do it, Roy. I really don't. Not sure if Roy needed a map to find us tonight, so it's great to see him here again. This is Roy's second appearance at the ball. Thank you, Roy. From local government, we have councillors Wendy Lindsay and Jennifer Walter from Canterbury Bankstown City Council. Welcome, ladies. And Councillor Carla Casado from Hunters Hill Council. Are you here, Carla? Apparently not. Apparently she hasn't arrived. I hope everything's okay. Now, thank you all for joining us in support of our ongoing cause, trying to make the world a safer place for children. I must also acknowledge Simon Kennedy, the federal member for Cook, and Mark Speakman, the state member for Cronulla. Both said their apologies for being unable to attend. Simon is away interstate, and Mark has kindly donated a couple of bottles of parliamentary wine from the New South Wales Parliament. A top drop, from what we can gather, for all you vino aficionados out there. Tonight, as Kerry mentioned, we welcome a terrific new sponsor, Testa, who create a quality range of mobile device accessories, as you will find in your gift bags. Joining us from Testa Power tonight, Jack Testa, welcome. Jeff's the founder and product development manager. Heiner, the financial officer, and Lesyah Malveen, the sales manager. It's a real milestone having a partner like Testa Power on board. A great Aussie-owned company, which is really nice to see, offering the highest quality in consumer electronics. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for your support. I'm going to bring Lesyah up to the stage right now for a quick word about the goodies in your goodie bag and why Testa Power has got involved with this. Lesyah?
Lesyah Malveen coming up.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Lesyah Malveen, and it is a pleasure that we could be here tonight with you. We're proud to partner with a fantastic cause like what tonight is all about the children. So we hope you enjoy the goodie bags you've received. You'll see them on the chairs, or as I've noticed, a few on the floor near the chairs, but just in the little white bags with Testa Power on the front. We've given you a few selection of electronic products to help you with a variety of devices. If you get a goodie bag that has a bunch of things in it that are no good for you, share among the table and make some new friends. But yes, Bruce is correct. We are an Australian company, family owned and run, and I'm part of the chosen family, of course. So we also have a little voucher in there for you. Please visit our website. We'd like you to go and have a look at our range of products, and we'll take care of you, keep you all charged up. So you may be wondering why we have chosen to be part of this fantastic initiative, and from our part of it, I'd like to personally thank Steve, Mr. Steve Barrett, for the work that he does and what he did, which was just before, because the woman in me thanks you and the child in me thanks you, because the reason we're passionate about being part of this is I'm speaking from the perspective, and so are others in our company, that have been subjected to and are survivors of child abuse. And what I would say to you is the reason why we are passionate about this, especially, is that surviving is actually quite a word to use for it. Because having that kind of abuse at the level of a child, you don't ever actually recover it, and you are forever changed. The only cure is prevention. The only cure is bringing darkness to light. So I thank you for all being a part of this and being part of the light, because it's the only way that it actually can help avoid it happening in the first place. So thank you for being brave enough to stand up and be part of the light. And thank you, we hope you'll become part of the Testa Power family too and enjoy what we have to offer. We're very passionate about what we do. We like to offer quality. So enjoy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lesyah. Now let me tell you what's got me so excited. Last year we foreshadowed a unique project on the drawing board that we wanted to start rolling out in 2026. I am proud to announce that it is ready. The realisation of Kerry's vision, brought to life with the assistance of her son Robert, a guy with a brilliant mind who lives in Amsterdam these days. This vision is an Australia-wide education project we have officially trademarked and copyrighted and announced tonight, the National Childhood Protection Initiative. 18 months of hard work, extensive research, meticulous documentation, as you can see by the document that is on everybody's table. That is the official documents that will be sent out to schools. Governments, councils, to make sure it ticked the boxes for the education sector. Absolutely critical. The initiative is a perfect fit for the Child Protection Foundation's underlying mission: the prevention of abuse through education awareness, community engagement. It expands our scope beyond the confines of Sydney to a nationwide movement, inviting primary schools, high schools and private colleges everywhere to participate. It is targeted at the grassroots, the ones who are actually at risk from child abuse, the kids themselves. It is designed to spark conversation from school students, inspire their creativity and deepen awareness of the absolute importance of child protection throughout their lives. The National Childhood Protection Initiative invites students from kindergarten to year 12 to participate in activities about child protection that combine education, creativity and advocacy. Activates activities that are carefully aligned at every stage with their ages and cognitive abilities. We believe it can play a critical role in raising awareness of child abuse and protection among students, teachers and school staff, plus parents and caregivers and the wider community. Broadly speaking, this is how it will work. Students in different age groups are asked to create a responsive writing or visual art to a specific question based around a core theme. Every childhood, every voice, heard, valued, safe. This theme is adapted according to their maturity levels. For example, for kindergarten to year 4, it is safety and support, with a focus on understanding basic safety, trusting adults, and knowing that help is available in times of danger. For years 5 to 8, it is about voice, boundaries, and speaking up. The focus here is on recognising unsafe situations, understanding personal boundaries, and the importance of speaking up for yourself and others. In Year 9 to 12, students tackle the concept of youth voice, agency, and cultural change, with an older focus on youth leadership, consent, responsibility, and shaping safer school and community cultures. Our intention is to provide a ladder for students to climb, as it were, as they go through the grades, gaining greater appreciation of the importance of personal safety, identifying warning signs of abuse, and using the tools of protection and precaution. Their submission will be returned to the Foundation for adjudication by professionals who are qualified in their relevant fields, such as literature, graphic arts, and child protection protocols. Cash prizes will be given out toward the end of the year for outstanding entries in each age group in each state, as well as supplementary prizes for schools. These prizes range from $100 for K2 through to $1,500 for senior group categories. There is no dogma or bureaucratic overreach in the design of the National Childhood Protection Initiative. This is a workable, practical response to address the crisis of child abuse, grounded where it counts, at the grassroots. And please do not doubt that it is a crisis. According to the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare in 23-24, 42,100 children in finalised investigations were the subject of substantiated maltreatment. Over 42,000 kids. Recent research published in JAMA Psychiatry, which is a medical journal, points to childhood maltreatment as a cause of major mental health burdens, including an estimated 41% of suicide attempts. 41% of suicide attempts attributed to child maltreatment. Those figures spell crisis, because a nation cannot heal what it refuses to confront. And from our perspective, toiling away since we set up the foundation in 2007, this country should be doing a hell of a lot more to protect our babies, our youngsters, our adolescents, against the evil of ongoing child abuse. We are so fed up with a situation where nothing changes that we are funding the National Child Protection Initiative ourselves. $63,000 of our own money in cash prizes and incentives to get it off the ground. No sponsorships, no government grants, no rich benefactors. Every dollar from our own coffers. Every dollar raised from nights like this. Can anyone name another charity that has put their money where our hungry mouth is like we are doing? Jackie Lambie is right behind our schools initiative. That is one of the things she wanted to talk about tonight. We need politicians like Jackie and other people in positions of power on board for the challenge ahead, because we realise the take-up of the National Childhood Protection Initiative will be a slow burn. After consultation with stakeholders across the board, we have decided to take the project directly to individual schools, rather than seeking endorsements from central education authorities or asking for government assistance. Yeah, good luck with that if you're outsiders like us. The starters gun just went off. The proposal you see on your tables is going out to schools from next Monday, so please wish us luck. Before I go, I want to acknowledge our sponsors again. Without their help, we could not stage the ball, which over the years has generated the budget we now have to spend on the National Childhood Protection Initiative. Testa Power, Jeff Testa. NZ Eagleburn, Chirag Patel. Andante Music School, Elizabeth Panoff. And Panani Flores, Cheryl and Kevin Beswick. Thank you all for your ongoing work and support.
From the Child Protection Foundation.
On to Grace, and Kerry, and Robert, and everyone who had say in the input of this amazing concept and project. I've never seen anything like it. I've been working with these people for God knows how long, and I've seen what other outfits do. Most of it, they're very big on talk and bureaucratic claptrap. But when it comes to the real deal, actually making change and doing things that work, forget it. Well, we're not doing that. Thank you again, Bruce and Kerry. Roy Butler, the member of Parliament, would like to pop up and say a few words, and we'd love to hear what he's got to say. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you very much. Look, good evening, folks. I know you didn't come in here for politicians. Not everyone wants to be politicians. I get that. I represent a seat called Barwon. Barwon and Bruce took 0.5% of the state. I think it's 44.5%. Over 356,000 square kilometres, 13 local government areas, the only walk-owned area, which is 93,000 square kilometres. 27 hospitals and MPSs, 47 media outlets, 43 police stations, over 100 schools and preschools. It's a beast. It's a huge link. But it also has significant disadvantage. And unfortunately, where we find disadvantage, we also find problems can occur, not just within families, within communities, and we can see that kids are often placed at risk. And in my electorate, that's a real problem, a huge problem. My electorate is unique in that we're about 70% Indigenous across the electorate. So it's takes in places like Bourke, Warriner, right across the Broken Hill, down to Condobolin, Lake Jellicoe, a lot of regional communities. I really want to acknowledge Bruce and Kerry and the work they've done, and I've tried through the options support, but I think I'll have a chat with you guys about how also I can support you as well. Because the work that they're doing is incredibly important. Getting this into schools across the country, not just in New South Wales, but across the country, is incredibly important, because if kids are able to identify when something's not okay, they can do something about it. If they feel empowered to do something, it puts them in a position to actually go and talk to someone, do something about it. Unfortunately, without programs like what you're proposing, a lot of kids will not know what to do, who to speak to, how to deal with the problem when someone in authority potentially is doing the wrong thing. So really want to acknowledge you guys. And thanks, Steve, for your keynote speech. I knew Rod Collie Dunn, working at Park League in the protection unit back in the late 90s and early 2000s. I'll tell you about that. But yeah, look, I think this is a really worthwhile cause, and the more we can do for child protection, I mean, what could be more important than looking after future generations? There's not much that you can really put higher on the list than looking after future generations of children. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you again to Bruce and Kerry for the opportunity to be here. Hope you have a lovely evening, and yeah, I'll catch up with you a bit later on. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. That was great. It's very heartening to hear from someone in politics who not only gets it, but knows how to get things done. And I'd like to think that from Roy's kind words, we have a genuine ally there when it comes to getting this very important project out in the schools. So more power to your vote and to your seat, Roy. Let's hope you keep it for a very long time. Roy Butler. I'd just like to pick up on Bruce's comments about political support and lack of. The work of the Foundation has been endorsed here at the Ball by 4 Prime Ministers. 4. Tony Abbott, Malcolm Turnbull, Julia Gillard and Scott Morrison. Though not yet by Anthony, my word is my bond, Albanese. Now, we do not expect him to turn up in person. We keep asking, but he always says he's busy. Doing what, we wonder? But since he's had the top job, he could not be bothered sending along an underling to represent him, or even writing a message of support we could read out on the night. However, he never said that he would be here, so I guess he's been true to his word. Sort of. Let's chalk it up to one promise he hasn't broken yet. Righto. We'll move on from politics and make some money. She's been described as the wizard Merlin, who turns everything she touches into gold. She's an author and a hypnotist. True. Watch out, she doesn't hypnotise some of you. And she launched herself in Las Vegas as a motivational coach and speaker called the Red Peacock. She runs Barbie Barb Children's Entertainment and the Barbie Barb Magic School. She's even been knighted by the Order of St. John of Jerusalem, the famous Knights of Malta, for extraordinary deeds in the name of charity. Believe me, she is a global legend in that respect. Her next important deed is extracting as much as possible from all of you for the silent auctions and the live auctions. Get your wallets and purses out, folks, because here comes Rita Barbagallo.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rita Geller, also known as Barbie Barber. Thank you. Now I can see all your beautiful faces. Look at you all. Thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Firstly, before I start the auction, I'd like to thank Steve Barrett. Thank you, Steve. That was amazing. I think that was the best keynote speaker we've ever had, so thank you very much. And I also would like to thank Gary Martin, also our MC, who's doing a fabulous night. Fabulous job tonight. Okay, so we've heard the speeches, and now it's time to help us out financially. I also would like to thank Testa Power, our beautiful Jeff Testa here has donated over, each one of those bags that you've got there alongside you is over $100 worth of stock. So if it doesn't fit your phone, change with someone else in the room. Some of them are for, phones or power banks that may not fit your phone. So have a look through them. So thank you very much, Testa Power, and everyone that's coming from Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast and Brisbane or any other state here today. Thank you. Okay, our first auction item is 18
We are
people.
at the Child Protection Foundation Gala Ball,
So,
and here's a little prize for the silent
therapists will
auction.
come to your office
Media
or to
strategy
your
session
home and massage 18 people.
$997.
Okay, have a party. Maybe you've got a big corporate team of people working for you. If you've got a staff of 18 or more, they come to the office and they give you a massage for 3 hours. Take a turn.
Fantastic cause, the Child Protection Foundation. Check them out. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.